Hello again everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's Know Before You Grow video, we're talking potassium, why it's so important towards the later part of your grow. Before we get into today's video, folks, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys. Stop by, say hi, ask a question. Let me know how your grow is doing. Love hearing from you guys in the comment section below. All right, so folks, today we're talking potassium. Why is potassium so important? Well, for those of you that are following the program, you know, the Know Before You Grow, what we're talking about, you've been here since the beginning. We went over the Lotus nutrients, but there's a lot of other nutrients out there that do, you know, step 1, 2, and 3. And if you look at the NPK values of those nutrients, every time that flower nutrient, that end nutrient, step 3 or 4, however large the program is that you purchased, it's always going to be full of potassium. And the reason being is that the potassium gives the plant that final push, that what it's looking for. You got to understand that when we're looking at these nutrients, right, we've been over the veg that's high in nitrogen, we've been over pre-flower that's high in phosphorus. Well, why is potassium the end of the plant's, you know, maturity? Well, the plant has stopped growing, so there's really no need for nitrogen, right? The plant doesn't have any more flower spots to create because it's already flowering, so there goes phosphorus. So potassium is really the finisher. It finishes the plant. It gives those flowers everything they need to be nice, mature, dense flowers that give you everything you want. And when we're talking about the flower stage, we have to remember that the plant is really not growing anymore. And I know that's kind of hard to wrap your head around, but at this point in time, the plant no longer is growing. It is maturing. And I think there's a hard line between when the plant is growing and when it's maturing. You know, during the pre-flower, it's kind of going through both. But right now, when we're looking at the flower stage, it's over. The plant is no longer growing, it's maturing, and it's getting ready to expire. At the end of this, it will expire. It will, plant will die, and that'll be that. You'll get your harvest. So before I dive into more tips and stuff about potassium, here's a word from today's video sponsor, Mars Hydro. I would like to thank today's video sponsor, Mars Hydro. They keep the lights on for us here on the farm and for this indoor grow series. Check out our friends at marshydro.com, link in the description of the video. Are you guys looking for a new light, or maybe you're just starting out? Check out Mars Hydro. They have everything you need, from the FCE 3000 to the Advanced Grower FC 6500 light. If you guys are looking for a tent of any and all sizes, they have them. They also carry inline fans and heat mats for smell control, for cool areas, and of course ventilation. Check out our friends at Mars Hydro. Link in the description of the video, marshydro.com. Check them out. And again, a big thank you to our friends at Mars Hydro. All right, folks, so one last thing I want to talk to you guys about with potassium is a lot of folks skip it. Now, back when I first started growing, I did some reading and I never really found too much on potassium. And as I've been a better grower, I've really learned that potassium is really the key to the successful flower, right? Having that final stage be successful, potassium is the key. Because if you don't give it potassium, you get these like really scraggly flowers. You'll still get a flower. Again, you can grow this plant with minimal effort and still get a result, but we're talking about getting better results, good results. And potassium gives you that better and good result. So when you're thinking about, you know, skipping a nutrient, don't. Make sure that you don't forget about potassium. I know we're late in the stage here on the grow, so a lot of folks, they start flushing the plant. And that is really not until the very, very end of the grow, like the very last 10 days. If you're gonna flush, if you're not using organics, yes. But if you are using organics, or if you're just growing to get your awesome flower, you really want to keep going with nutrients. A lot of people tend to pause, or they use a mixture, or they use a general purpose food, which is great. Like our friends at Coast of Maine has that Stonington plant food that's great, but it doesn't have a ton of potassium in it. So you really should supplement it unless you've been feeding it to the plant the entire time, because it's a well-balanced plant food. But if you've been going stages, don't skip the last stage. It will give you a much better result to give that plant a bunch of potassium. All right, folks. Well, that is it for today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Big shout out to our friends at Mars Hydro. Thanks for them keeping the lights on for us. And until next time, hope you all stay happy, healthy, and I'll see you in another video. Take care.